What is up, Mother Hubbards? That's me trying to stay polite, not using rude words for the algorithms that are now so clever they can pick up on speech patterns and go, oh no, that's a little bit taboo. Here's my question for you guys today, right? Did you ever need an example of how subservient the Conservative Party, the current government, are to their donors? Did you ever need an example of that? You did? Oh, okay, you did. Right, good. Well, just look at the recent conduct of the Tories, of CCHQ. So, example number one, net zero, okay? Look at the recent rowbacks, the recent watered-down dilution of net zero commitments by the Conservative government. Now, superimpose that over the top of the backdrop of every single consistent poll that says that the public and business, by the way, who are normally bedfellows with the Tories, right? The public and business all manifestly, wholesale agree that the climate is changing and we need to take steps to mitigate the effects of us blasting out carbon into the atmosphere like a, burst fire hydrant. Like, you know this, your boss knows this, your boss's suppliers know this, all of their investors know this, and yet somehow the Tories are like, well, actually, easy does it, let's not rush this. Which presents questions to my mind, doesn't it? It's like, are they incompetent? Are they just, messing it up? Like, could they have reached this target, but they're too incompetent to do so? Or are they climate science denialists? They don't believe the science, in which case they need to just get out of government. Or is it not significantly more likely that the governing Conservative Party, a huge chunk of whom are buy-to-let landlords, you wouldn't believe how many of them have investment properties, that they just don't want to be saddled with the bill for a 10 grand heat pump? Is it not significantly more likely that because they're financially powered by housing development companies, that is where the lion's share of CCHQ donations come from? Is like big housing development companies. Don't you think it's more likely that they've just had a word in Rishi's ear like, yeah, we don't want to have to pay the bill for all these expensive green materials? That's why it makes me laugh, man, when I see these stuffy ministers on the breakfast sofas go, well, the British people can't afford these radical measures. So, okay, A, if they can't afford it, the British people, whose fault is that? Who broke the economy? B, when you say the British people can't afford these measures, it's like, which people specifically were about to be hit with these measures? So yeah, just in case you needed it spelling out to you, this isn't about running before we can walk. This isn't about protecting the British people like you and me. This is about the Conservative Party, who endlessly bang on about global Britain, sacking off a role of global leadership so they can protect their own buy-to-let investments and the interest of their donors. Sign up to my Patreon.